This video is sponsored by Subtle Digs. We've reviewed a ton of fidget and skill toys on this channel, and one of them that keeps coming up in the comments is the butterfly knife and Balisong. We heard you loud and clear, and we're gonna be taking a look at them on this video. We actually have two different things we're gonna be checking out today. They've been sitting on the shelf back here. Let's go take a look. First up is the Finz original. We picked this up a while back, looked interesting, have no idea how it works. Second up, we've just picked these up on Amazon. They are butterfly knife trainers that we'll be talking about. I have no idea how to use any of these things, so we'll be learning. First up, the Finz original. Let's open this thing up and take a look. And cut. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Paul, and on this channel we do a ton of tech and gadget reviews. Make sure that subscribe button is right down there so you can watch more videos just like this one. Now this is the Finz. It's made of plastic. It's got two hinge parts here. There seems to be two, per se, blades. And it seems like when they click around, they light up on one side, but not the other. They are weighted, and supposedly you can figure out how to flip these around, which we'll play with in a second. Second up, we have the Amazon order of these butterfly knives. These things are made of metal. One has just the metal finish, and one has the black finish. If I look a little bit deeper in here and put my hands along them, you can feel that maybe they could have finished these a little bit better where the holes are at. It doesn't hurt, but you can feel that it could have been beveled a little bit better or sanded or something, and that's true for both of these. The rest of it feels very good and very smooth. What these have is a safety blade on the other side. So where these holes are is where the blade would be, and it is completely dull. There is just a blunt edge there, so it's not gonna cut you. So this is referred to as a trainer blade. Now what I've learned so far from some reading is that the handle that does not have the little thing on it that keeps it shut is called the safety handle, because if you hold on to it, it would be the back end of the blade hitting your hand. The other one is called the bite handle, because if you held on to it, it'd be the blade hitting your hand, which would be bad. So I believe you mainly hold on to the safety handle side so it doesn't cut you. This other little latch at the bottom keeps it shut, and it also says that there are holes on it in the handle for the balance of it, so when it's closed, the balance point is right here, about halfway. And then if I open it, it moves obviously out to about just a little bit past halfway. Now, how do these work? I have no idea. Let me play with them for a second and see if I can't figure it out. Let me read some instructions. There's some on the back. Sounds like I do this. You gotta fling it down, twist it, fling it back, and then it's open. And then fling it down, twist it, fling it back, and it's shut. Now it says it could flip and stuff, so maybe you can flip it around like this. It's kind of fun. Definitely makes a clacking sound. All right, we'll come back to this one. Let's move on to these ones that look pretty cool over here, the Balisong butterfly knives. Ouch. I think I need to watch a video, because I can do this. Yeah. I'll put a link up here to the video that I find that teaches me how to do this, and I'll be right back in 1 second. We're back, and let me lower this desk down so you can see more of what I'm doing. There's two of these, so I guess one for each hand. And it looks like what you do is you kind of fling it around like this. And it's kind of like a twist as you pull it out. You try not to have it, it's not actually hitting your hand, you're just kind of like keeping it going in a circle by twisting it, and then you fling it back on yourself. So, just like that. I guess if you have two of them, it seems like might as well use both of them in each hand to learn how to do it. That seems to be a basic movement of you just kind of fling it around like that. It looks pretty cool, and it looks like the blade would not be hitting me in this process. I can't say I'm great at this at all, but I don't know how it looks on the camera either. Hopefully it looks super cool, because when I see people doing these things, it's like flipping around like crazy. It seems like the other one is you can just flip it back on itself and spin it right at yourself. That's pretty cool. And then the last one that I learned there was the aerial, which I'm a little scared of doing on this table. Let me step back and try that one out. But that's where you just flip it in the air and catch it and hope that you don't catch the blade. I'm glad these are trainers because that sounds rather scary. Hey, I caught it. So they are pretty well balanced for throwing. Some reason I'm guessing they don't give you two of these, so you use them with both hands. Although I think it actually is not too bad. I mean, I've never done this before. You may not believe me. If you watch my other videos, I do pick up on some of these things rather quickly compared to most people, I would say, but I would not say I'm good at this. This seems to be working pretty well. Let's go back to the flip fins and see how that works now that it seems like I've got these down. So let's see if I can do similar techniques with it. Sorry for the clacking sounds. Clearly one thing, this is way louder than these are. It works. All right, let's try the aerial. It just seems to like just spin everywhere. Ah. I'm not so sure about this thing. It kind of is a cool little like cut. This video is sponsored by Subtle Digs, who has this awesome lock-picking kit that I'll have a link in the description below so you can check out for yourself. It comes with these locks that are clear so you can see what you're doing, so you can actually learn how to pick a lock. This can make an awesome present for yourself or perhaps that person that's hard to find something for. It comes with a whole set of locks. It comes with tons of lockpick tools that you can use to pick these with, a nice pouch. You got keys for all of them. You have more locks inside, and there is different levels of skills. This one actually is way easier than you think. I did a full review of this, which you can find out in the link right up here if you're interested in. It also comes with a little travel case. I was surprised how well it worked on other locks, such as Master Lock, that you can buy at all the different stores. I'd suggest checking it out. Go look at the link in the description below. Back to the video. And we are back. My review and take on these is this thing is very clackety. It could be fun for a little while, maybe for some kids. I'm not sure how long that would last. It does seem to fling around. Maybe kids would like it. It could be more fun with a little bit more practice, and perhaps a plastic one would be better. I'll put links what I would think you should pick up in the description below. Probably just a basic plastic one would be much better than this thing. It's also kind of large. I mean, the kids' hands are much smaller, and trying to hold on to this thing, it's pretty big here in comparison to this right here, which is way smaller. It's smaller than just one of the legs here. The other thing that I read is that this thing, well, these lights and the covers will break within a few days for some people if they're playing with it and it flings and hits the ground and stuff. Kind of a thumbs down on this one. It's kind of noisy and clackety, but it's up to you. Now, as far as these things go, I'm actually having a lot of fun with these things. They're pretty fun to fidget with. It would obviously be distracting if you were in some sort of meeting or an office environment and did this next to your coworkers. Might make them a little scared because they don't know it's actually not a knife. But these things are pretty good, pretty fun. If you're by yourself and thinking while doing some work, you don't really have to look at them and you can do different things. And there's tons more tricks that I'm showing here that you can learn on how to use these. And I am just a novice at this. I am not good at all. So go watch some of those better Balisong or butterfly knife users. I do highly recommend these things, and there's probably some better ones out there if you're willing to spend a little bit more money. Let me put together a little compilation of see what I can pull off. This has been Paul with the Balisong butterfly knives. Thank you for watching.